Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. Charles Leclerc, what are you doing to us, F1 Fantasy Managers? What is up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of F1 Fantasy Pole Position. It is Friday, May 23rd. It is 26 minutes after FP2 just finished. I am on vacation in now sunny Malaga. It was not that sunny earlier today, but we are back and we are ready to get some final thoughts in before the Monaco Grand Prix. No deadline live stream from me this weekend. I am being a good husband. I'm on vacation with my loving wife, and I will be hanging out with her for most of Saturday. But I will be watching qualifying, so don't you worry. I'll be around at the deadline on X, so hit me up here at F1 Fantasy UN if you have any last minute questions. But make sure to check out all the excellent content creators who will be doing deadline live streams. I actually don't know how many of them will be doing it, but you should check out all of them because they are fantastic and great tools for the F1 Fantasy community. So definitely go check those guys out. But this will be my final thoughts for the Monaco Grand Prix. And oh, Charles Leclerc, why you gotta do that to us? Ferrari, why you gotta do that to us? Oh man, so many options are now on the table, and I am considering pretty much all of them. So yes, hopefully the audio is okay. I got my little TikTok microphone here. Hopefully that's sounding good. I did a little bit of a test and it sounded okay. But before we get into that, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're past 3,100. We're shooting for 3,200 by the end of the triple header. So help me out with that. But right here on the screen is my current squad: Piastri, Albon, Colapinto, Bortoleto, Hadjar, McLaren. And as I switch over here, I'm trying to figure out how to fit Ferrari in. Oh my god, what is happening? F1 Fantasy just will drive you crazy. I think the one thing I know for sure is I don't think the Silver Hours are going to be in my team come the deadline tomorrow in about, what is that, 21 hours or whatever. So Silver Hours can go bye-bye, but I don't have enough money to go straight to Ferrari. So I got to figure something out. Is it worth taking out Alexander Albon, bringing in Ferrari, and then maybe going with, like, let's go over to the value here. Lance Stroll already has a one grid place penalty for his collision with Charles Leclerc. Carlos Sainz is looking okay. Pierre Gasly just needs, if we go over here to the budget builder, Pierre Gasly needs 0 points. Carlos Sainz needs 14 for a price rise. Gasly needs 0 for a 0.2 price rise. It feels absurd to get out off of Albon right now. He needs 12 points for max price rise, but Ferrari looks on it. Let's go over here to the P1 results. Charles Leclerc here, Verstappen, Norris, Albon, Piastri, Russell, Sainz, Gasly, Hamilton. But then when we move over here to P2, have we got P2 yet? There we go. Leclerc, Piastri, Hamilton, Norris, Lawson, Hadjar, Alonso, Albon, Antonelli, Verstappen, Tsunoda, Russell here as well, Sainz down here as well. So I think it's time to say goodbye to the silver hours from our F1 fantasy teams. That is pretty much like my one main final thought from here. Ferrari's looking pretty strong. McLaren, I think McLaren Ferrari could share 1, 2, 3, 4. In what order, I do not know. But Piastri to Leclerc is on for final fix right now. I think I sent a tweet out earlier today talking about how you need 4.8 million to go from Piastri to Verstappen. You need 6.4 to go from Piastri to Norris. And honestly, right now, 30 minutes after FP2, I'm considering like scrapping all that and just being pretty happy that if I have Piastri in my team, I can get to Charles Leclerc if I need to quite easily with the final fix. Bingo bango, no problem at all. And that's feels quite nice because then you don't have that 6 million kind of just chilling in the bank here. So Piastri, if I can get Piastri in, keep Piastri in, that means that I can get Leclerc no matter what for Sunday's race. Maybe Piastri pulls it out. I mean, as we're looking at these times, P2 here, he was second. P1, He was fifth. P2 was a little bit scrappy. He did go like right into the barrier. So that's something we have to consider. FP3 is coming. We will learn a little bit more. This is before any sims, any F1 data about long runs or short runs are out. So this is strictly like off the cuff, off the top of my dome. No data backing all this up. But right now, it feels a little bit better to keep Piastri in here and make sure that you have enough money to get to Leclerc. And if you have Piastri, you don't even have to worry about that because you will automatically have the money to get to Charles Leclerc if he qualifies on pole. And the Monegasque driver looks phenomenal so far, despite like a little bit of a topsy-turvy FP1 there at the beginning, topping FP1, topping FP2. Oh my goodness, we are so back, Ferrari fans. I'm not even a Ferrari fan. Like, I'm a McLaren fan. And I'm just like very, very psyched to see Charles Leclerc up there in FP1 and FP2. So getting Piastri in means that you can easily final fix. Another option is like, now that Ferrari looks quite strong, is Limitless on the table? And I'd have to say, yes, yes, it is on the table because I would kind of go like, you could go triple McLaren, triple Ferrari, Bob's your uncle, and take Max Verstappen, and you're good to go there in the Limitless category. I don't think my team is all that well set up for it because I have Hadjar, I have Mercedes. Hadjar likely going to fall. Like, if we go back to the budget builder here, give me 1 second. 9 points. Like, while he did okay in FP1 and FP2, he had a couple of spills in FP2 as well. Hit the wall, got some like sponsor stuff on his tire as well. So Hadjar wasn't all that clean in FP2 either. I'm not super inclined to trust that all that much on a Limitless chip. I might just keep him in my squad if I'm playing regularly, but yeah, this is FP1, FP2 have really thrown a wrench into the works for F1 Fantasy, which makes it fantastic. I can't wait to kind of like tune into the deadline live streams a little bit if I can, an hour before the deadline, see what the rest of the content creators are thinking about, see what the data is coming up to right now. So I'm just gonna get into this is my T1 squad. So right now it was Piastri, Albon, Mercedes with Colpinto, Bortoleto, Hadjar, and McLaren. If I put Ferrari in here, what is my next driver going to be? It's likely not going to be Stroll. It could be Sainz. It could be Gasly. Hulkenberg, like, not bad. 12th in FP1. And then if we go to FP2, we have him down here in 16th. Feels pretty safe for a -1 point to get that 0.2 price rise. So I could just shove Hulkenberg in there. I've got 4.7 million, but and that's just 2 free transfers. I roll one. I have 3 free transfers for Spain. That's nice as well. I have the option of final fix. The no negative, seeing Hadjar crash, seeing Piastri crash, seeing Leclerc and Stroll kind of get into it a little bit in FP1 does put no negative a little bit more into my thoughts. I still think this squad is not entirely set up for Limitless, but it does make me more inclined to recommend Limitless if you have a squad that is full of budget risers, which I'm not sure how many of us have that, but that's where I'm thinking right now. So Piastri and Ferrari with McLaren means that I can get any of these guys down here at like the Gasly, the Sainz, the Stroll area. Sainz could show me something in FP3 and make me change my mind a little bit. 13th in FP2 isn't super encouraging. I was listening to, or I was watching FP1 and FP2 on mute. So I may have missed a little bit of context compared to the time. So let me know in the comments below if I have missed some stuff. Help me out, and then I can help y'all with your lineup recommendations. But as of right now, I think my biggest thought would be Ferrari is back on the board, and I don't know if we need the final. If we don't need that amount of money in our budget anymore to final fix Piastri to Verstappen and Norris at the end of FP2. That is how I am feeling right now. Piastri to Norris and Verstappen is maybe off the table now, and Piastri to Leclerc is pretty much locked in if Leclerc is showing this form. And that means you can bring in Ferrari. Huge differential right now. If we click on Ferrari, like 19% of squads have him. Let me go over here to the elite data on F1 Fantasy Tools. In the global top 500, Ferrari is in 4% of teams. In the patron top 500, Ferrari is in 1.6% of squads. So huge differential if you can bring Ferrari into your squad as well. Like I said, I want to qualify this and say that I don't have any of the F1.com data. I don't have the sims from F1 Fantasy Tool. This is solely what I watched, what I'm seeing from the results in my gut. This is my Friday practice reaction. So I still think Williams are okay, that going with Sainz is fine enough. And like I could adjust from there, Piastri to Leclerc, not play a chip at all. I don't think I'll play Limitless. No negative could be on the table. Final fix is like in the back pocket. And I could also just not play a chip at all if Piastri comes through and nails pole tomorrow afternoon on Saturday. But this is kind of now where my like lineup thoughts have switched. I know there's a chance, like if we go with Williams, I've been on Williams quite a long time, 13 million, 22.6 million there. That would leave me with like a Russell, Antonelli kind of build, but Mercedes have looked a little bit out of sorts today. They haven't looked good in Miami. They haven't looked good in Imola. It seems like they're a little bit out of sorts again here in Monaco. So I don't have a huge inclination to go with them either. There is a world where like I don't know how I would get this in here. Leclerc, yeah, I'm just short of getting Leclerc, but if you have 0. or 1.1 more million in budget than I have, which I'm at 109.5, could it be worth bringing in Piastri and Leclerc, McLaren and Williams with Fernando Alonso at 5 million and maybe running that kind of squad? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and hit me up on X at F1 Fantasy U. And like I said, I'm literally filming this 40 minutes after FP2, but I wanted to get some final thoughts out for the Monaco Grand Prix since I don't have a deadline live stream coming up. Everything will be back to normal for Spain and stuff like that. Will be good to go, but just traveling a little bit this weekend. And like I said, let me know in the comments below what your lineup decisions are, what you're considering, what you got from FP1, what you got from FP2, what am I missing? But I want to caveat all of this by saying I don't have any of the F1.com data or the F1 Fantasy Sims yet. So this really is like off the cuff gut reaction, Monaco Grand Prix practice reactions. I hope you guys have a fantastic Monaco Grand Prix. I will be tweeting at F1 Fantasy UN on X around the deadline. I'll have my lineup thoughts, all that sort of stuff. I'll have my post Sims lineup thoughts as well. But yeah, everything is just kind of like off the cuff right now. Let me put this kind of final team in here that like I think my gut is telling me that I should go with 2 free transfers to use, or 3 free transfers to use. I used 2 of them, and then I have a third for Spain. Doesn't feel that bad. Maybe just bringing in Carlos Sainz and Ferrari and final fixing Oscar Piastri to Charles Leclerc if that is the way to go. Shout out to Formula Fantasy Hub Rob for like touting Charles Leclerc earlier in the week. But yeah, I think this is kind of where my thoughts are at 6:40 p.m. Central European time right now ahead of the Monaco Grand Prix lineup lock. Hopefully you guys do well. Let me know, like I said, comments below. Let me know all your lineup questions. But once again, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you next time.